Welcome to another live broadcast hosted by Mr. Abundance. Today is the 30th of August 2020. It's exactly 2 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean islands. And so you are welcome. Now, as you know, we have our team song, so we are going to, and it also has a video attached to it now, and I know that there are others that are coming up with different version. So take a listen. One child, one dog, one God, one youth, you. Ding big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Ding big, you. I say one child, one youth, you. Think big youth. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big youth. It's not abundance. Abundance, you God don't bring you. Better than we go. It's not abundance. Abundance, you God don't bring you. Assurance we do it to faith. This kind of abundance we must celebrate you. Joy, Father, abundance, I don't change my name. Son of abundance, everybody call me. We can find seeds to get out of poverty. Here we are. We got what it takes. You ain't got no names. Here we are. Big you, big you. Together we can do this in our continent, youths. Think big youths. I find, I just find this song so amazing. And the music, we have to do a choreography with this song, in Africa, when we're doing our when we're going to have our musical event, we have to choreograph a song so that the youth can actually, and I'm throwing out to the ambassador now. I am giving the ambassador a challenge that he needs to find some youth to actually dance this song, set the stage. It's excellent. So in every country we should have all the youth dancing to that song. All right, so I want to welcome again everyone to the global forum. TACC is going uphill. It's all about abundance, and as I often said, that nothing happens above your capacity to think. As you think, you become, and as you become, you attract who you are. There is nothing that you and I are now looking at that wasn't first given birth in the mind. It was a thought before it came to reality. Zuckerberg got the thought of Facebook in college in a dormitory, and he pursued the idea and brought it into fruition. Now Facebook, that worth over 400 billion, becomes a reality. It did not happen out of thin air. Thoughts are powerful. And that is why I said that the difference between poverty and wealth creation is an idea. When you lack ideas and creativity, it equals poverty. That's what it is. And when you have an idea, like the abundance community coin, a coin that is ahead of its time, ahead of the curve in terms of leadership, mission, vision, status. When you have a coin that has the potential to cancel over 2,000 years of artificial scarcity, that's what and who we are in TACC community. And so think big. Think together we can. And so TACC global operation resume. I'm going to share my screen again as I speak to TACC operation. As you see, the clock is counting down, and so I just want the global community of Tiashans to know that we have basically stopped the second round of sale, of which has 21 days to go. I think I should be able to extend the 21 days to allow more investors to get their coins at 50 cents instead of 75 cents. When the clock goes to zero, TACC global operation continues. And so use this time to understand how to create your wallet, your Bitcoin wallet, your Ethereum wallet, because you're going to need cryptocurrency to buy TACC. Antigua and Barbuda, I'm not too sure if at the end of the 8 days we will have a resolution in Antigua and Barbuda. But for the rest of the world, you are cleared, basically. And the reason for Antigua and Barbuda is because most of it is coming in cash. And once you're taking cash now, you have to intermingle with the centralized, structured system of poverty. And so that is why yesterday I did an audio geared towards our government, our prime minister, so that they could have a look at what TACC can do for this country and governments around the world, because other governments are taking a look at how they can use a coin like TACC that has real people, real founder, real pioneers, real directors. Bitcoin doesn't have any of that. We now have a Craig, something that is trying that is trying to claim that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, but the world is still yet to believe him. So as you see, we have 8 days to go. So no, you can, but at this time, as I said, you can register, you can use your link, you can fund TACC wallet. And by the way, for you to fund TACC wallet, you will have to come over here on the deposit, because once you created your account, you also created your wallet to be able to hold your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your USDT. So first, you need to know how this functions. And so as you come here, you will need first to fund your wallet. So how do I fund my wallet? You have to click on deposit here. And then as you click on deposit, you will see start your KYC verification. You can ignore that. Then you will see it is the default wallet is set at USDT. So you will need to click here. If you don't have USDT to send to your TACC wallet, you will click on BTC or Ethereum. Now, once you click on BTC, then this is your BTC wallet address right here. And so you will click on copy this, and then you will use this to either send to who is going to send you the Bitcoin, or if you have a Bitcoin wallet address, you will send your Bitcoin to TACC wallet address. Once you send the Bitcoin, you will see appear here in your balance. All right. So I am not using the account that I have. Let me see if I can use my account that I have BTC in. And so let me do a quick stop screening and try to see if I can whip up that wallet address that has my Bitcoin in there, some Bitcoin in there. And not only the Bitcoin, but I also need to show you the referral link. And just bear with me here, because I did not plan. Yeah, I did plan to do this, but I should have pull up this wallet address, because this is the one that I really use to all right. So let me go back again to now sharing my screen. Now that and Lady McDonald, she's also getting very good at this, and I hope all our leaders do likewise. All right, so this is even though this is trained not to wave 987. So this is the Bitcoin that I have in here. It's not much, 0.001 53866. All right, so you will see your current balance of whatever Bitcoin you have in your wallet when it comes. Now, if it is Ethereum that you're going to send, you will click on Ethereum, and when you click on Ethereum, you will copy the wallet address and send your Ethereum to this wallet address. All right, so once you would have sent your cryptocurrency to TACC wallet address, the next thing you do is to buy TACC. All right, so you will come back here. You see I'm right back here, and so if you notice, the wallet default menu is set at USDT. So you will click on this icon, and if you have Bitcoin, you will click on BTC/TACC. And if you notice, it gives you the price, how much I have here in towards Bitcoin. Then you put in the quantity. So if I want to buy 2 TACC, I put 2 TACC here. And you see how much is 2 TACC is 0.0008564 Bitcoin. That's what it says. And then it will allow me to buy. But if you notice, it says starting soon, which means it will not allow me to buy at this time because the clock is counting down. All right, it will not allow me to buy TACC because the clock is counting back down to 0. So in about 8 days, we will resume normal operation where TACC is concerned. But that is how you will do the purchase right here. It is very simple and very easy to do. All right. Now, for those of you who are looking for your referral link, you will come here. And as you join, you don't need to fund your wallet to send your referral link. As soon as you create your account, you go to your referral link here, and you will copy this. You will copy, this is your referral link right here, and so you will copy it and you will send it out. Now, if you notice, a lot of things is happening here. This here shows you that 25% have used my link to register. 7 of them are active, okay? And out of that 7, I have earned 2,663 TACC, me, Mr. Abundant, by just using the link to promote TACC. 7 person joined, 25% 7 of them bought coins, and I have here an equal of 2,663 TACC. Now, over here is saying that I have another 189 TACC that I need to claim. Oh, it's not even 189. I have 840 total of unclaimed rewards. So once I click the claim now, all this will go to this. So basically, I have over 3,000 TACC by people using my referral link. And I only, it's not that I put the referral link for person to really even buy. I use it to promote TACC on my website, on Facebook. And so that is why you can do the same. You can promote and get coins, because this 3,000 plus coin is over 1,500 US right now in value. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you do. You copy your link, which is this link, and you send it out to your WhatsApp, to your Facebook, and all that stuff. And as people join, you will see. Now, the reason why we cannot show any name is because TACC is basically, TACC has privacy policies that we cannot give you any any investor's personal information, like their names and their telephone number, their email, because you cannot go into a bank and ask for those things of any client. And you know they're treating TACC as a bank. And that is what we are really, a global bank. You see, we will become a global bank. We are not yet. We are just in that embryotic stage of becoming. Once we certify the coin, then we are clear to go. So use this time, share your link, and get your coins. All right. So where are we? Cryptocurrency. Let me stop share my screen here. Cryptocurrency, the present and the future. Now let's look at share my screen again. Let's look at what is happening out there. Let's see what is happening. Institutional cryptocurrency. Institutional cryptocurrency has been affected, hasn't been affected by COVID. Now, this write-up here is saying that in a world where almost every asset has shown vulnerability, digital assets have proven themselves to be reliable. And the article continued to say that coronavirus pandemic has truly been a watershed event, not just for financial industry, but for the world at large. Many had plans and goals that they wanted to achieve before the year ran out, but had stopped. Companies had to file for bankruptcy, and people have lost their job. We know that very well. But what this article is saying that, however, as aspect that has so far managed to weather the storm has been the crypto market. While Bitcoin jumped, and it did drop at 3,800 in March, but now look at it today. It gone right back up. I don't know how much it is today. Somebody can look at me. Somebody can look and type in how much Bitcoin is it today. Okay, but it is very interesting. Cryptocurrency adoption soars in Slovenia, and this is all to show you where cryptocurrency is heading. Cryptocurrency adoption, the number of locations accepting cryptocurrencies through crypto payment system has passed 1,000. Now, 1 year ago, we had nothing like this. Nothing like this. All countries, cryptocurrency to them was number one enemy. No country want to hear about it. Every media, everybody does backlist cryptocurrency. Now, it's all over. It's all over. Even my country here has already enacted legislation, of even though those legislation still needs to be, revisited. Nonetheless, we have several countries here that have accepted cryptocurrency. Japan, is the first country to make cryptocurrency legal. We have Canada, which was the first country to sign an official law regulating virtual currency. We have South Korea, an East Asian nation on the southern half of the Korean Peninsula. Shares one of the world's most heavily militarized border with North Korea. And they too have recognized cryptocurrency. Israel in the Middle East has also 58 merchants that are accepting cryptocurrency. Argentina has 130 merchants. The Netherlands, Slovenia, and the list goes on and on. So cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. Now, one interesting news I came across today is the self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto brings defamation charge against Bitcoin.com's Roger Ver in Antigua and Barbuda. Now, this is the next billionaire that just came on the scene that has now become non-resident ambassador, and he's attracting not positive and not positive news to Antigua and Barbuda, but rather negative. And so here you have the self-proclaimed Bitcoin inventor Craig that is filing for defamation against Roger Ver. And it says here, it's worth noting that Wright has been an Antiguan citizen. Have mercy. This man, the Wright, has been an Antiguan citizen since 2016. And the Bitcoin Satoshi Vision BSV community has been rooted for the development of a regulatory-friendly token ecosystem for Antigua for a long time now. Fostering Roger Ver's crime-friendly model into its newly regulated jurisdiction would only hinder Antiguan prospect for economic growth. So we have a battle here now between the billionaires in Bitcoin, Wright and Roger Ver. I wish them all the best. I do. So that is the latest update on that one. Let me wind down. Let me see if we can finish early today. How will TACC appreciating value? Let me share. Let me go back to share my screen again. Today is a lot of sharing. Today is a lot of sharing of screen. And I'm going to go for our roadmap, because it all begins with our roadmap. And a lot of you, as I said, as you come to TACC, look at the white paper right here, learn how to register your account, learn how to credit your account, do some research, look at our team and so forth. All right, so we have our roadmap. When we started in 2019, the coin started out, by the way, some of you were around in the foundation, you could have gotten TACC for less than 2 cents. A lot of investors got TACC for less than 2 cents, especially those who invested 5,000 and above in US dollars when we were in our private sale. Now, March 30th, TACC went out to the public with its first round of sale at the rate of 0.25 cents, 25 cents. June of this year, that came to an end and equally started the second round. And we are presently in the second round where the coin now at 50 cents. What are we doing with all these sales? We are raising the 2.5 to certify the coin into the marketplace. Because when you're bringing a coin to market, you must be solving problem and you're raising money to solve that problem. That is the simple reason why we need to certify the coin. 2.5 shows that there's a need, there is interest, you have support. It's just the green light. But our ultimate goal is to raise $1 billion to effect those social programs to which TACC mission and vision speak to. And so we've now have paused TACC second round that will resume in 8 days. So once the clock goes to zero, TACC's global operation continues. 21 days had remained in the second round. I will speak to the programmers based on the procedures that govern coins going to the market, that as the founder, I could extend that 50 cents round to another couple of weeks or so. So I will, consult, because if we can extend the 50-cent round for more than 21 days, it will give our people that need it most an opportunity to buy it when rather than 75 cents to 50 cents. All right. So this September 15th, as it stands now, to bring the second round to a close, is no longer valid. All right. Then the third and final round, the coin goes to 75 cents. And because this is invalid, the beginning of this round is also not known at this time. Will it end in December, or will we push it back to January, because we would have pushed back a little bit in the second round? All that will be made clear. And please have a look at our website, theabundancecoin.com. Please go through and look at our leaders from around the globe, our country managers from around the globe. And so how would TACC appreciate in value? TACC will go to the exchange. TACC will go to the exchange at $1. And based on the supply and demand and the utilization of the coin, it will appreciate in value. And so could you imagine, as I was saying to you, that if everyone in TACC bring at least 10 person with a minimum of 10, even with a minimum of $10, some of you have invested 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, but I'm saying no, with a minimum of $10. If we're able to do that, each person that joined, and do it within a month, we will be at 10 million even before this year is finished. Imagine 10 million people using TACC coins around the globe. This would propel TACC to more than 50,000 per TACC. And so you have to ask yourself, do you need this bad enough to go and do the needful? Do you need TACC to become a 10,000, 15, 20,000 attack? How badly do you need to adjust your financial situation in this, especially COVID? Because this is the antidote for COVID and all pandemics to come. You have to realize that the system that the world has in place for us is not a system to create wealth for the majority. A lot of you are looking and seeking behind of jobs with degrees. You should be the job creators instead of job seekers. Oxfam reported that over 800 million jobs will be lost due to automation and artificial intelligence, robotics. Robot will take over. I went into Chase Bank on White Plains and 233rd Street in North Bronx, New York, not too long ago. And I was surprised because the first time I went into that bank, it was all tellers you go to. Now it's all machines now you go to. All machines. So your education means nothing. So your education means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your education means nothing. It's all about robotics. And that is why we are the one must create the jobs. We are the one in TACC. TACC has given us all of us an opportunity, not some of us, to become the, the movers and shakers of the future economy. TACC has given us that opportunity to become the movers and shakers of the next economy. And so you now have an opportunity to take advantage of the coin now is at 50 cents. That's what it is. Before it goes to 75 cents. Because this is how you're going to transform. And I'm going to show you right now a young man that did not take cryptocurrency serious. We had Eric Finman, which is right there. You can see Eric Finman's face here. This is Eric Finman that I spoke about. It dropped out. Here he says here, from high school dropout to Bitcoin millionaire. This is Eric Finman's story. Now, I'm not going to go to Eric Finman's story today, but I'm going to go to another one that is called Hanya Glasgow out of Jacksonville, Florida. A young man in 2000 and I think 10 or 12, 10, who bought Bitcoin and sold it in 2010, 10,000, well, gave away 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 boxes of pizzas. At the time when he gave away 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 boxes of pizzas, those Bitcoins worth $40. I want you guys to listen to me carefully, because some of you are still spinning around with degrees and are broke. You have degrees running down your business card, but you're broke. Cryptocurrency, there is no technical sense needed here. Eric Finman at Duns did not have Mr. Abundance doing a broadcast. Eric Finman did not get the opportunity to see banks receiving, accepting coins, government and making legislation. No, a dropout. But here you have another Esau in the Bible story, because nothing that is going to happen has not happened in the past. And so here you have Hanya Glasgow selling his birthright. Selling his birthright for 2 bowls of soup. 10,000 Bitcoin. And at the time of the interview in 2019, those Bitcoin worth over 100 million. And that is what is going to happen to a lot of you who are listening to TACC today. Listen to Mr. Abundance. Because he did not know he had the future in his hands. Just like Prosperous Prince in the UK that was invited to participate in Bitcoin when it was at 10 cents. But he could not discern nor see the wind blowing in a different direction. But Eric Finman saw it. Prince was too busy running down a few dollars, a few cents. When presented to him, Prince today could have been Eric Finman's story, could have been Calvinier in Antigua's story, could be able to go back to Jamaica with billions of dollars, transform the economy in Jamaica. But he did not pay attention. He did not pay attention because he never thought that Bitcoin could arrive to anything. This is Hanya Glasgow's story.
Money makes the world go around, but we could be moving towards a world without cash. From credit cards to Apple Pay and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, cash is no longer king. When I say Bitcoin, you say what? Pizza? This is Laszlo Hanya of Jacksonville, and it was a pizza delivery order 9 years ago that began the cryptocurrency craze. I just told people I wanted a pizza and I want to pay with Bitcoin. I didn't want a gift card. I didn't want some weird exchange. I wanted to give you Bitcoin and you give me pizza. The 37-year-old computer programmer created this thread in an online forum and posted that he would pay someone 10,000 Bitcoins for a couple of pizzas. A user from England took him up on the offer, and these pizzas were delivered to Hanyet's home. At the time, the 10,000 Bitcoins were worth about $40. Today, they will be worth 100 million. People ask me, "Oh man, what an idiot! Why don't you keep that Bitcoin?" And it's like, well, somebody had to start it off. The pizza was purchased at this Papa John's on Atlantic Boulevard. There's even a plaque on the wall with the date May 22nd, 2010, and a proclamation that Jacksonville is the home of the first Bitcoin purchase. Tim Mossback is the general.
Sorry, that's all he got. That's all his memory. A plaque on a wall. That's it. A plaque on a wall to say the home of the first Bitcoin purchase, donated by Jacksonville Bitcoin Meetup. That's all. And 2 boxes of pizzas. Gave away $100 million at the time of this interview. And that is why I am saying to my people, governments will not want you to understand cryptocurrency, because if you understand cryptocurrency, they become irrelevant, especially if they themselves failed to engage. You will not need government. It is a system of economic self-reliance that we have here. Economic sufficiency. And so that is Hanya Glasgow story there, and you can do your own research. All right, so let's go straight into our good evening, Mr. My screen look extra small today for some reason. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. For some reason, my broadcast screen looks very small. Okay, I don't know. Never mind. All right. So we have Stephen here. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. TACC is going uphill. Watching from Ghana. Thank you very much. Jacks are very consistent from the UK. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the entire community. Mr. Collins, yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening to all TACC from around the world. TACC is going uphill. Princess Diana. Franco, yeah. Good evening, good evening, good day, Tiashans, Goss. Thank you very much, Goss. I think Goss just joined us now. Goss is from the UK, I believe. I just gave him that link. Your Highness, Mr. Abundance, my Lord. I now elevate to Highness and Excellency. Good evening, Your Excellency. Look at that. Good evening, Your Excellency, Mr. Abundance. More grace and wisdom to you, sir. I am Moses Patrick from Nigeria. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the global community of Tiashin. TACC is a done deal. Watching from Nigeria. Thank you very much, Mr. Blessing. Colette Colbone. Good afternoon, the house of Tiashin. TACC is going uphill. We can and we will. Johnny the Bank. Good evening, house. Cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology is the true pathfinder of financial freedom in this 4th industrial revolution and the blue economy. That's it. And that is what our prime minister speaks about. Antigua, the powerhouse, and he appointed a minister responsible for the blue economy. Cryptocurrency has shown us, had you and I purchased $100 worth of the first coin, as we sit here now, we will be sitting at nearly or over 400 million US dollars. What more do you want? What more proof do you want? Go and do your research. Go and do your research. And that is why TACC is on a global mission, a truly global mission to effect and to eradicate poverty. Over 400,000 Africans yearly die of a disease that none exists in the Caribbean, in the Americas. How could we go to bed at night? And most of these deaths are children. Children. We have to stop this madness. Christopher, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Great to be a part of the community. We are going up here. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Anthony over there out of Trinidad. Good evening, sir. Hello, everyone in TACC. Very good evening, Mr. Abundance from Ghana. Thank you very much, Mr. McRobert. Mr. Abundance, the entire globe is proud of you. Thanks for your great job, wisdom, latte from Ghana. And I just want to say that Mr. Abundance has been given the mantle to carry. It's not an easy mantle. I may carry it as if it's light, but it's not. The only reason why I am not appearing ridiculous leading this organization is because I was prepared. I was prepared economically, psychologically, spiritually, socially for this mission. Because you don't take on a mission of this nature to cancel over 2,000 years of and may I say to you that Bitcoin did not come to create financial freedom for anyone. It only created a 1%. And when I say anyone, maybe anyone should not be, because a 1%, it created a 1%. But it did not come to eradicate poverty. That's what I should have said. Nor to build infrastructure development or to eradicate malaria, typhoid, filaria, AIDS, Ebola. Bitcoin came to show that there is a different way of creating money in a decentralized way that puts you and I in control of our finances. Bitcoin came to show us that there is a system that can allow you to create as much money as you want to create and own. Bitcoin came to show you that there is no lack in terms of money. But the problem is we have to do it in unity. That is the secret. And because it is a secret, not too many people have any worries about we, the people of color, to create massive wealth, because they know that we cannot unite in anything. So they're not worried. We will tear ourselves apart before we can come together. Greed, selfishness, and ignorance. And so that is the test that this community will have to pass at all stages. Greed, selfishness, and ignorance. Because that has been the weapon that got rid of all our Pan-Africanists. I said all, bar none. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Thomas Sankara, Julius, Michel, Patrice Lumumba, Gaddafi, all of them were down by their own people. Their own people, I said, within their circle, the closest people to you, the Judas. That is what has happened. And so when you're carrying this mantle, you know that you are dead already. You're just waiting to be buried. It's not a mantle for any and everyone. You have to be prepared. It's as if you were born for that to happen. And so Mr. Abundance is very much aware of the price that he has to pay to take this to the end. All right, where I am. Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, community. Yes, good evening, good evening. Hey, blessed child, good evening. Well done, Mr. Abundance, and greeting to the entire community of Tiashans. Think big youth. You know, I need to play that song again. Think big youth. And I said to you, Mr. Gabriel, that your job here is to make sure that you get our youth, get this song, get a group of
One child, one dog, one time, one youth, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one child, one dog, one time, one youth, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. It's not abundance, abundance, abundance. Abundance in record don't bring, record don't bring. It's not abundance, abundance, abundance. Abundance in record don't bring, record don't bring. Assurance we do it to faith. This kind of abundance we must celebrate. Joy, Father, abundance, I don't change my name. You son of abundance, everybody call you. We remain fighting seas to get out of poverty. Here we are, we got what it takes. You ain't got no means. We are,
Think big youth. Think big youth.
Together we can do this in our
Continent youth. Think big youth. So, Mr. Gabriel, you have the responsibility to get the youth to dance that song. Mr. Abundance, what will be the position of our dream team when TACC resume the global? The position remains the same. Nothing changes. Good evening, Honorable Mr. Abundance and the House of Greatness. TACC is the way uphill. Thank you very much, our leader in France. I wrote the password of the paper, but when I wanted to log in, it shows wrong password. You should never write your password. You should either copy and send it to your email. There's too many characters there for you to write. So you need to send your information to support. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the global community of Tiashan. We indeed grateful for your visionary leadership, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much, Kenya. That's our assistant coordinator there. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the Tiashan community. Your music really represents TACC going uphill. Well done to you and the team. TACC, thank you for giving us more time to sign up people. That's right. No, it is Chrissy. It's really a time for you to sign up people. And the song is excellent. The song came out of Cameroon, actually. It is done by Eugene. I think I was given the names here. And so what I want them to do is to send me a photo. They need to send me a picture together, so I will ask Meto that those person that sing that song, they need to make a brochure of them there, so we can have the team that put the song together. So next week, we can share it in the forum. It is really a good song. It is really a good song. All right, and Mr. Abundance, appreciate them very much. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Congratulations on your talk on the Pan African Daily Show. Yes, and I want to say that it's good news all the way. It's not every Friday I'll be on. I did say every Friday, but it's every other Friday. And then we'll have some other times when we can speak of other things. But I think one of the most interesting thing is that Dr. Susan will I believe she's already created her account, and she will also play a very pivotal role in TACC. And so these are the players that we need in TACC to grow TACC organically. We don't want no sugar daddy coming to TACC to hang 2.5 and 6 million overhead. I am not moved by that. From day one, I told you guys I am not moved by money. And so this is how we're going to, because why go to the market with nothing, without a base? It doesn't make sense. And so Dr. Susan, and of course, I'll be soon be speaking with Professor Pierre Lumumba and the persons that matters to work together to get this thing into the hands of the people where it should go. So, gentlemen, TACC is on fire. So ensure to get your coins, ensure to top up, because this thing, when it releases, it would not surprise me if we hit the number within weeks of resuming operation. Some of you are here with us every day from day one, and you still don't know what is going on. You see the dynamics. You see history being created. Because this is what PhD students will study for decades. This is what historians will write in shock and awe. How a people were able to come together from across continent that have never met. How were they able to cancel over 2,000 years of artificial scarcity? How were they able to bring Africa? How were they able to usher a united nation of Africa? One continent, one parliament, one military, one language, one currency. How were they able to do it? To break down the artificial barriers that were created between 1844 and 1845 to our own demise, and to ensure that structured poverty maintain division. And that is why as soon as oil, gold, diamond, minerals are found anywhere in Africa and any of the Caribbean islands, is mayhem and chaos. It is death and lynching. It's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. This is what the 1% do. But when we become one people, one language, one currency, I am telling you, France is the first nation that status will drop less than a third world country. France, that's the first country. You think Africa needs anybody? That is what they want us to believe. Having our children drowning every day in the Mediterranean Sea. Malaria in Africa is by design. America got rid of malaria since 1951 using DDT. And as soon as they get rid of malaria, they banned the product, say it was not safe, when you could actually eat it. Research shows that DDT is so harmless that it can be eaten with every meal, but yet still it was banned. Good evening, Mr. Bonner. Congratulations on your talk. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. All right, now let me close up. We call GDPR. Why there is no verification on TACC, please? Hope they will not hack it. Why there is no verification and tap, please open and hack it. Blessed child. Well, you have a character. You have a character of over 45 letters as your password. I think is almost impossible to hack now. Good evening to everyone in the house. The future is bright. Thank you, our great leader, Mr. Abundance. May God always protect you and give you more wisdom. Thank you very much. Hey, Young. Simon. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Well done. Watching from Nigeria. Thank you very much. The value of Bitcoin is 11,541. A coin 10 years ago was 0.003 of a cent, where the media had a field day of being fake, of worth nothing, speculative, that is going to be used for nefarious reason. Oh, the media is the greatest weapon of containment. The media is the greatest weapon to maintain poverty, structured system, and division. Oh, it's the greatest weapon of containment. The media, the greatest weapon of containment. Good day, Mr. Abundance and all the TACC. And TACC eventually will become the global coin. Thank you. As the ambassador will say, it's TACC and all coins. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the TACC TACC. And together we can. First Lady UK. That's our First Lady. Trudy. Good evening to all the meaningful specifics of this TACC update. Indeed, TACC is going to appeal with or without the doubters. Rolling Stones got a no mass. Get on board all the way from Trinidad. Mr. Isaac, thank you very much. Trinidad is in the house. Why is there no verification and TACC? Hope is well. I don't know what is one blessed child. You said you're blessed child now. Blessed child, your point has been noted over and over. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and all the potential millionaires. We are still staying focused. Thank you very much. And that is Prosperous Prince right there. I spoke about Prince, who could have been a Bitcoin billionaire today. Prince had the opportunity when Bitcoin was at 10 cents. When it was at 10 cents. But I am happy for the work that he's now doing in the UK. Prince is a testimony, and many of you who are here is also can give your own testimony that you too had invested in Bitcoin, and some of you have lost your wallets because you did not take the time to understand that there is a different wind that was blowing. It's not everybody can discern the seasons and the time. It's not everyone can understand the season and the time. You know, I think it's Dr. David Newton. He has on his profile phone that some people can look at you and they, without you saying one word, and they can understand everything you're saying. It's just like your mom, no? I remember that in those days, your mom only had to give you a look, or an elderly person. They didn't have to say anything, just a look. And you could understand clearly the message sent. While you have some people, you can talk till thy kingdom come and his will be done, and they will not understand one word that was said. The script puts it a different way. A word is sufficient for the wise, but it takes 1,000 to convince a fool. Can you bring Eric Finman onto the platform if possible? Eric Finman to the platform. You know, let me bring his. I had no intention of doing his video, but this is the closest I will get to Eric Finman for now. and trust me, they will all come. I told my people that already. Don't worry about who is and who will not come. Just become a meaningful specific. Just remain a meaningful specific. Just remain a person of
I think it's a
value.
wonderful time to buy Bitcoin. You can actually buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, so you don't have to go in and buy $10,000+ on a whole coin. But you can actually just buy $100, $50 worth of a Bitcoin. It'd be a great stocking stuffer.
So do you try, Eric, to figure out what it should be worth? Do you have any sense that, holy cow, this thing's up so much, I'm just going to cash it in and sit on my gains here? Or do you think, as we've heard some people say, it could go to $100,000 or $1 million?
I mean, I think cryptocurrency, and thus Bitcoin, is really the future of the financial system and the future of currency. So I try to avoid taking as much out as I can.
Okay, so here you have a dunce by the name of Eric Finman, as we will categorize him because his teacher told him, I might have advised him at the age of 12 that he should drop out of school, and dropped out he did at the age of 15. But the irony of Eric Finman's story is that at the age of 15, when he dropped out, he had enough money in Bitcoin to hire 20 of his teachers, 20 of them at the age of 15. It's not about education in today's world. It's how much money you have. Blessed child, without verification, I think watching from Nigeria. God Asubaso, God. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, and following meaningful spirit. TACC indeed will shake and change the global community in a few months to come. That's our leader down there in what did I do? That's our leader down there in South Africa. God. Okay, that's right. Somebody's responding to I don't even want to even bring him up because some. I hope all of us can see the future of TACC. This is Young, all the way from South Korea. Ah, that's my wife to be from South Korea. Ha! I'm creating problem for Madam Helen. Madam Helen, good afternoon all. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance from the Cayman. Oh, by the way, no, I was taken. Did anyone realize that I got married a couple days ago? Did anybody saw that live on the Pan African show? I think a lot of you were not maybe listening. You were hearing, but you weren't listening. Did you not heard somebody say that they know Mistress Abundance? Maybe it was me alone. So I think I need to go back and watch that clip. And so somebody please help me out because I may not be listening. I was only hearing. But I think I got married a couple days ago. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance from the Cayman Island. Thank you very much, Marlon Thomas. Welcome aboard. Blair James, good afternoon. TACC uphill. Afro-Caribbean Cup of Nations. Yes, that is going to be a killer. Can you imagine all the countries in Africa with their team and the Caribbean doing basically a knockout tournament in football in the Caribbean? I don't know where, in Jamaica, in Antigua, in the Bahamas, I don't know where. But as it is now, that is going to be. And TACC is the major sponsor. And for you to get into these events, you have to enter with TACC. That's where TACC will become, we have to give it utility. All right. Welcome, Mr. Abundance. God bless you, sir. We are going uphill. Thank you very much, Dawn. And this is again Cayman Islands coming in here. Greetings to the Abundance and the global community of Tiashen in long jump. You go back in order to jump forward. TACC is going uphill. I like that. Be encouraged, my brother. You have been born for such a time as this. What God calls for, He provides for. Amen, my dear sister down there. Up there, I must say, the Bahamas. Greeting, Mr. Abundance and the global community. What a blessing it is to have such a visionary at such time as this. This is all coming out of the Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands is on fire. Bring Josh Mapango and Tenga Maya on the platform. Bring Josh Mapengo, yes, and Tende Martinelli on the platform. As I said before, they will all come. Greetings, great people in the house. I greet you, Mr. Abundance, and the global leaders from Azubuk, Akusun, Iro, South Africa. My goodness, we don't have those names. Huh? We were basically, we lost our identity. So I want to thank everybody for joining TACC Global team today. I appreciate all of you. Every Tiashan in the Tiashan community are equally equal and has a responsibility to play their role. The question is, are you happy with your financial situation? Are you happy with the house you live in? Are you happy with what you can provide for your children? Are you happy if your children or your parents, or if you're sick today, you can afford state-of-the-art medical care? Are you happy with your community? Are you happy with the status of your family? Are you happy with how things are going? And so if you're happy, it's good. But if you're not happy, it means that you need to do something about it. And to do something right now. And the right now is to get involved in TACC. Somebody's asking what will happen if somebody buy TACC and passed away. Well, if he buy TACC and passed away and did not leave his information for anybody, it's finished. That's it. It's just like if I pass away now, I have Bitcoin. If I don't leave my password to my son, then how is he going to enter my Bitcoin wallet? It's finished. Just like how many people, and next week I will show you this gentleman that threw away his Bitcoin wallet into a garbage bin because he too did not understand the season that we're in. 7,500 Bitcoin he threw away in 2010 in a dumpster. Now he when he realized what was happening, he went back to the dump field to be looking for. This is Mr. Abundance. Good evening.